We are at the Subashiri bus stop and we're gonna take the bus all the way up to the 5th station and that's where we'll start climbing. It's been over 5 years since my last visit to Japan. When my family and I decided to go back this summer, I knew I wanted to do more sightseeing and visit places we haven't been to before. This was going to be Josh's first time in Japan and we wanted it to be really special and memorable. As soon as we bought our plane tickets, we started planning for our trip. We were going to spend some time in Tokyo to see my relatives and then spend a few days in Kyoto. I don't exactly remember how we got to the idea of climbing Mount Fuji, but our preparation began in January. Mount Fuji is Japan's highest mountain at 3,776 meters. There are 4 main trailheads and we decided to climb the Subashiri Trail. We chose this trail because it's known to have the greatest variety in scenery and is less crowded compared to the most popular Yoshida Trail. Josh was getting into ultralight backpacking, so we did a ton of research on the best gear for our climb, but also for our future backpacking trips. Almost at the 6th station. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I think it's that Pocari sweat. You got your pad thai in the back?
Yes, I do.
So we're gonna find a nice place to sit down and open up the pad thai. After you.
Keep going. Oh my gosh.
500 yen now. "200 meters away."
To our mountain hut.
You made it.
Made it. We are
Finally made it.
exhausted. I'm ready to eat.
Oh, I can't really think too long.
After a 7-hour hike up the mountain, we reached our mountain hut. We stayed at Gorai Kokan because it's the highest mountain hut on this trail. I recommend staying here because it's the closest to the summit. After resting for a few hours, we woke up around 2:30 in the morning to start our hike to the summit. It was the craziest thing to see so many lights from people's headlamps lining up to see the sunrise.
3 a.m. exactly. We're in a long queue to get to the summit of Mount Fuji.
We did it!
We did it!
Currently watching the beautiful sunrise on Mount Fuji.
Finally made it. I think it was 5,600 foot elevation gain.
Wow.
We got it.
My dad has climbed Mount Fuji a few times, but I really wanted to bring him with me on this hike. My mom, sister, and I have a lock of hair keepsake, and I carry it with me everywhere I go. I really felt like my dad was watching the sunrise with us, and I hope he's able to watch this beautiful view every day. What do you think? I felt this overwhelming sense of shared accomplishment as thousands of us were watching the sunrise together.
Blueberries with soy milk powder. Just add water.
Before walking back down the mountain, we made a loop around the crater. It's crazy to think that we were actually walking on an active volcano. This is the shadow of Mount Fuji. I didn't record much in our descent because my legs were barely working and we just wanted to get back to base.
Ouchie.
Last stretch.
Ouchie. Everything hurts.
After a 4-hour thigh burner, we finally made it back. Ready? We finished. High five. Good job. Thankfully, the weather was on our side and we saw incredible views along the way. I highly recommend climbing Mount Fuji if you ever visit Japan. This was the tallest mountain I've ever climbed and it felt like a physical and mental accomplishment. I'm glad I got to experience this with Josh and we're excited to summit more mountains in the future. There's a famous saying about climbing Mount Fuji. A wise man climbs Mount Fuji once, only a fool climbs it twice. And I wholeheartedly agree.